I see it.
I just make sure you see it, because you're always slow on the go there. Are we live? Are we live?
Good morning. Got junk in our trunk. We just finished pulling orders for this weekend. Woo.
I'm going to make a noise real quick.
Yeah.
Rhonda, you're going to get the last of our noisy tape. I ordered quiet tape to start with today, but we're trying to finish off a roll. It's almost done.
Did you have a good weekend in sales? And I know you're sick, so I'm sure, hopefully you're on the mend at this point. Good morning, JRK. JR. I'll just say Junior KR. Hurry up. That tape is so annoying.
I bought it because it reminded me of you.
Stop. Get him. Get him, y'all. He's mean to me. I don't know what's up, but every time I look up, I'm a little blurry. Something's up with our camera. I think I'm going to turn it sideways a little. It's
Quick.
Stop it.
You need to twist the knob first.
It's fine now. Don't know why. Good morning. Yes, sales were very good. Periwinkle Dreams, good morning. Yeah.
Glad y'all are having good sales.
We shipped Saturday, but I don't remember how many. 30?
Something like that.
I think 30, and we've got, I don't know, 50 this morning to ship. So it was a really good weekend. Some high dollar stuff left. A lot of my I Need You Gone stuff is leaving. So we've got tons. Okay, I think there's more tape on this than you expected, so quit. We bought quiet tape. Stop
All right, one more.
No, just take it off and we'll use it again when we're done.
I just want y'all to see I don't do what she tells me to do.
We bought quiet tape. It'll be a good way to advertise the quiet tape for American Bubble Boy, because we just bought it. You said one more, so take it off.
We're testing now. Here you go.
Oh, holy heck.
That was the original tape.
Are these for your store? That's why they're sitting over here.
Yeah.
Good morning, Discozilla Dime. Discozilla Dime.
All right.
Good morning, Random Acts.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, much better. It's just the squeaky wheel.
I pulled it really fast, as fast as I could, but
yeah, the squeaky wheel, but quiet tape. Quiet. All right, let me go to your store and get yours done first.
All right. Did you answer that question this morning?
About?
We had a question, was it last night, of, when we post pictures of shirts, we list them. We do a yardstick across the chest.
Yep.
And down the sleeve, from the armpit to the end of the sleeve, and then from the top of the collar to the bottom of the shirt. So you get the chest, the sleeve length, and the height.
And we explain in our listings how we're getting our measurements.
Unless it's one of the really old ones, and then we just list.
We've got the list.
We say what the measurements are. We don't show it. Somebody wanted to see the shoulder across the back.
The back.
And then
something else, like the
sleeve from
the top of this, and then they wanted us to determine if the flannel was thick,
heavy flannel,
heavy duty, or
light
not.
flannel.
Yeah.
And that's just as Rebel called it, that's a return waiting to happen right there.
Yeah. Etsy board. I've heard a lot of people said Etsy was on fire. I had 7, I think, for Etsy, which now that I know I'm late to the game and getting all my stuff over there, I was impressed with the 7. That I'm so glad, Rhonda, that you convinced me not to give up. And next year's going to be even better, because I'm just going to get everything over there. But just ran out of time, and at this point, yeah, the stuff is selling, and I'm still putting stuff on there, but I'm not going to kill myself getting more stuff over there. So
you make so
the
many?
important stuff is there.
Why'd you make so many of these?
I don't know. Because you're the one that kept grabbing all of the 864 boxes. Good morning, messy house mama. That's, y'all, I have decided we were decluttering. So we started with our bedroom because there was just stuff everywhere. It seemed to be the dumping ground for a lot of stuff. We spent hours the other day. And it's sad, but it looks bigger. My bedroom looks so big now because we decluttered it.
I heard Rebel gasp, and she was on the floor looking under the bed, and I said, "Why would you look under there?"
Dust, more than dust bunnies.
Dust
It was
monsters.
Monsters were under the bed. So yeah, I spent a little bit of time trying to get all that up, but it made me feel good. One room done. One room. And now that the holiday's done, we got to deal with the flooring that got buckled.
$300 for a Magnolite roaster.
Yes. I've heard about the roasters. We forgot to go back and look at those pots yesterday at that estate sale. Yeah, I talked about this, I think, in my What's Sold, but we found an countertop induction cooker.
It's a new wave.
By New Wave, and I sold the pots for it, and now we love it. But the only thing that will fit on that, right, that we have is cast iron skillets.
It has to be a
magnetic stainless steel pot.
Cast iron or magnetic stainless steel. Or aluminum pots don't work on it.
Nope. But we saw some at the estate sale the other day, but we couldn't tell if they were going to work, and now we know to bring a magnet. They've got to be magnetic to work on that. Yeah, I sold some high dollar plush. I sold the last of the Snoozums for $160. I sold a kitty kitten for $70. So I had some really good sales. I think today I'm going to go in and take the free shipping off of my Sasha dolls and the other high dollar stuff and lower the price. I really want to get a couple of these at Sasha dolls sold. So that's my plan for this afternoon. All right, I need to get to your sales. Yeah, Rhonda, that's amazing. So many Etsy's. So what, 30, 35 Etsy? I was talking with my friend Amanda this morning, chatting with her. Rocket City Resells Fiona Finds, and she said she had 30 this weekend on Etsy. So I'm kicking myself for not being more productive with Etsy listings. Next year. Dang it. I was talking this bag in case I need it for something else. Set of books for $125 and 2 for $150 each. Holy cow. You need to give us a lesson on books. I told Robert next year I want to really focus on 2 things. I mean, I sell them when I find them if I take the time to look them up. But books and more vintage Christmas. I'm loving that you're not making all that noise. So yes, if you need quiet tape, the ones from American Bubble Boy are excellent.
Yep.
We just got them this weekend, thankfully. How was everybody's Black Friday shopping? We found a few things we wanted. Not much. We ended up ordering online more than finding in the stores. Except I bought me another pair of On Cloud shoes. They're the only thing that works for my foot right now. But dang, they're expensive. So expensive.
and trying to pick out gifts for the kids.
It's awful.
And
Adults.
Jania's been selling pretty well on Etsy, Depop, and she wants to also modify clothes and sell them on there. And so I'd ask her if she wanted to, just kind of hinted around about a sewing machine the other day, and she's like, "No, it'd be too much money and blah blah blah." And
Time and all of that.
So then the next day I asked her, it's like, "What if you got one for Christmas?" She, "Oh, that would be awesome." Well, it went off of the Black Friday sale at $424 and went back to like $450. It went back up $125.
$550.
Oh yeah, $550. So it went up $125, and it's still up there.
But we'll see. Maybe we should look. Did you look today?
Just did.
Oh, darn it.
But there was something we were gonna get some trekking poles for the boys with like a knife and a compass and all that on there.
Tactical hiking.
Hopefully they hold up well. They had okay reviews. How's that?
But they like to hike at night, and I would just feel better if they had something with them, just in case. We live in the country.
We got bears, Daniel's,
mountain lions.
Did we talk about the mountain lion last week?
I think so.
Yeah, with the screaming mountain lion thing. So.
All right, I got to focus. All right. Vintage Christmas and books. Yep, that's my plan for next year. Yes, of course, I'll always be doing the vintage plush, but I'm gonna try to venture out a little more. Make a concerted effort. How about that? Oh, we need a bag to start. I don't even want one. I just will drag them all. You know what? Oh yeah, no, I'm good. I was about to say, I didn't even look at the shipping to see if priority was going to be better, but it wasn't. Got to focus, y'all. Focus. No mistakes.
Now the tape, it's a little stiffer to pull off of there. I think maybe the glue's better. I don't know. It's. But I'm not pulling real fast either. But it seems like it's a little more stiff to pull off of the roll. But happy with the tape so far.
Yeah, random acts of thrifting. My Etsy orders have been some of my high dollar items. Yep, I've done really well on there, and some things that have been on eBay for a while sold on Etsy after I got them on there. Well, talking about not paying attention. Okay. Lots of books. Where's the best place to sell them? If they're vintage,
Etsy seems to be
Etsy
good.
seems to be hot right now. All right. 6, 12, 9, 3. 12, 9, 3. Speaking of measurement, should we bring that topic up?
Yeah, here in a minute. Study your strengths.
Yes.
And if you know stuff, get that stuff, because you can get it faster because you don't have to look it up. If you took me in to buy plush and you took Rebel in to buy plush, she would be faster at it because I would have to look so much up to see if it was worth getting. So if you have your strength, you're just faster at it. And if you enjoy that stuff, like Rebel enjoys the plush, it makes it more fun too, because I would be kind of tortured doing plush. I wouldn't be afraid to sell it if it was good money, but it would take me more time because of having to do the research on them.
Y'all, years ago, and I mean, I'll still do it now, especially for my brand videos, but years ago, I literally would go on eBay, type in something, go into a category, and there was a way you could just say see all inside of a category, and I just scrolled to figure out the solds and what was the best thing to be looking for. And you know what? I paid my dues by doing the research, and I still do research. But yeah, that's the best way to learn something, is to just get in there and scroll at the solds. All right, one more for this.
How about that?
That works.
It's snug.
All right.
I don't know if
And
I
then
like
I'll
that.
get to start on my stuff.
I don't think I like that.
You don't like it?
It's just, if anything happens to the box, it's happening to the puzzle box. All right, y'all, we worked on a puzzle the other night. Well, we were working on a 1,000-piece puzzle. No, it was a 550. It was a
550.
white mountain. It was some kids like peeking through the fence to watch a baseball game.
Yeah.
Kind of a fun little puzzle. And when we do puzzles, sometimes the piece of color coating on the puzzle will be flipped up, or a section of it with it, some of the
On the
cardboard
little
below
tabs.
it. The little tabs. I keep a paring knife and a glue stick where we're working on the puzzle. And if I do that, if I find that, then I just scrape off a little bit of the glue, slip in between where it's layered at, where it's split in there, and just press it back down, and you can't even tell that I've done anything to it. But that one had so many of those, and it just wasn't going together right. So we put it together.
It was
fun.
loose. If you know puzzles, the pieces were loose too, so you can tell they've just been used a lot.
So we put it together, had fun, and we're going to take it to Mom, and if she can put it together, then she could toss it, or she can just toss it if she doesn't want to put it together. But the next one we put together, Rebel thought I cheated because she went to bed. It was a 1,000-piece puzzle. It was dog books. And, I had Cujo on there, and
Lassie.
Because of Winn-Dixie, and just
all these book covers of dogs.
And she went to bed, and I sat out there, and I had 2/3 of it put together the next morning.
Yeah, I thought it came in clumps.
She thought it was a lot of it was put together, but the back of it, each piece said A, B, C, D, E, or F on it.
Yeah, it was coded.
Which was basically, if it's an A, it went in the top left quadrant of the puzzle. So it worked out.
He sorted it by quadrants, and then by the time I got up, only 1/3 of the puzzle was left to do.
It was so easy. She thought I was cheating. And Melanie Miller, do not list Buffalo puzzles.
Yes.
2 flagged and for IP violation.
I took my one and only down. Yeah, definitely, y'all. Buffalo is going after everybody with IP stuff.
Now, Rebel says not to do it because it'd be a waste of time. But this is my retirement goal. When I don't need to sell eBay or don't want to sell eBay anymore, I'm going to go buy a Buffalo puzzle, and I'm going to list it on eBay. And then when they come after me for their IP violation, then we're going to go to court. I may not win, but what are they going to get out of me? What did I violate? I didn't sell it. They took it down, so I made no money off of it. But they are going to lose so much money trying to defend this. And they're eventually going to lose, especially if I get a freebie attorney. This has been decided it was a book case, actually. A guy was buying books in, I think it was Thailand, and then bringing them to the U.S. to sell. And he could get them in Thailand cheaper and then bring them here and sell them cheaper than you could buy them here. I think, or maybe it was the other direction, but I think it was coming here. And they sued him over it for intellectual property violation, and he won because they said once you buy it, it's yours and you could do with it with what you want. Now, where they get away with this, like on sites like Amazon, is if you try to sell something as new, then they say that you're degrading their brand because you're not offering the same warranty, so you're not offering the same thing. So that's kind of how they go after you there. But if you're selling it used, then there shouldn't be any reason for any sort of warranty or anything like that. And these companies are just being maliciously, evil's a strong word, but evil's next door neighbor. How's that? And it's wrong, and they're hurting people that are doing nothing wrong.
Yep. eBay must have a new bot system because I'm getting lots of listings taken down. Well, I'm not going to say lots. I've had 2 in the last 2 weeks so far.
That's a lot compared to normal.
Yeah. One was for button batteries. So if you use the word button batteries in your listing, they're taking them down because you need to put a statement. I don't know if I can find what they sent me.
Yeah, find that. That way we could share it.
Yeah.
Basically, a choking hazard warning
Yeah,
on the listing.
on your listings. And then today I got one taken down for something that's been listed for years. It's by Little Live Pets, but they're saying that it's recalled. But, you know, it's been listed for years. But I've had another one, and I can't remember what it was now. Messages. Let's see. From eBay, maybe. No. Product safety. Where was the other one? I'm looking, y'all, because I need to save this statement anyway, so that when I start continuing to list stuff that have button batteries, I'm going to put it in there. And as I find listings, you know, I'll put that in there, but I don't know how long. I'm not going to go back intentionally looking for them, I don't think. I probably will, but not during fourth quarter. But maybe as I'm doing my end and sell similar, if I know it's got a battery, I'll go look at the pictures.
One thing about this tape is it's more expensive to buy the quiet tape, if I remember right. I think it was. It comes in a smaller roll, so if you don't need it, it's probably cheaper to buy the other stuff. So double check that to make sure it's worth it for you to do that. We don't want to have the noisy tape on during the live show. The rest of the week we're going to be using the regular tape.
So here's what eBay said. I mean, in quotes, what I'm supposed to put in my listing. Button/coin batteries can cause severe injuries or even death when swallowed. Keep batteries out of reach of children. If you suspect a child has swallowed or inserted a button/coin battery, seek medical attention immediately. So yeah, I'm going to save this and I'm going to start. I don't know how to go in and look at 9,000 listings. But maybe for the next month, every day that I do end and sell similar, I'll look at the titles and start doing that. But I'll have Robert. I'm going to leave this on the screen for Robert, and I'll have Robert put this in your in the comments. Where am I putting it?
Right there.
Oh, here. Robert said put it here too. So if you have these, oh, it looks like it might be too long.
It's too long.
Here, let me do it in 2. I'll go up to there, and then I'll do the rest of it in the next line.
If you suspect a child has swallowed a battery, if you look at their belly and push on the button, if their eyes light up, that means they swallowed the battery.
We've not had problems with batteries, but I had a 13-year-old swallow 2 magnets. So yeah, we had that whole issue many, many years ago.
Yeah, that's what I was going to have you do, is search for battery or button battery.
But I won't say that in my description. I just don't. I have a little sticker that says batteries not included if there isn't any, but otherwise.
But you said something about including button batteries in.
That was one listing.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't get the toy open to get the batteries out, so I had just included new batteries for it because it was working at the time.
I would do the search and see if anything comes up.
Yeah.
You know, and if anything comes up, you can check those and fix them, and then the rest of them you're just going to have to find as you do your end and sell similars.
Yeah. It's going to be, I mean, from this point forward, but again, I don't sell a whole lot of button battery stuff. I don't anymore. It's mostly just regular batteries, and I don't include them. All right, back to this.
Stop. We're going to talk shipping, y'all. We've seen some posts where people are getting, somebody shipped a blow mold with FedEx with $100 shipping. This is typically a FedEx issue. Sometimes a UPS, but typically FedEx.
I have not seen it with UPS.
The blow mold was $100 to ship. So obviously, and it weighed 9 pounds. So I don't think they were doing any sort of they probably put the right dimensions in, but they got hit with a $300.
$400.
Was it $400 extra charge for the oversized package or something?
I never use FedEx. I've seen too many horror stories of them doing that, and I've not ever noticed UPS charging me extra because, like I said, if it's big enough to be dimensional weight, it's pre-packed.
So we have this thing here, and one of the comments was that FedEx and UPS, that eBay does not calculate dimensional shipping when you enter the information in here.
Yeah, it does.
Well, it seems to for us. So we're going to do a test here. We have this package going out here, and I'm gonna bump it up to 9 pounds. That way we have the similar thing, because that's just the one that we saw, and so I'm just going to stick with their 9 pounds. So UPS Ground Advantage. This is going to Virginia.
You don't have big.
I don't. I want to see what it costs without it
okay.
being big. So this is a 9-pound package going to Virginia, $6.58.
Right.
What is this, going to Bristol? Madison Heights, wherever that is. That's not going very far. Maybe we need
weird.
to. We'll do it on this one. They'll do it on one that's going farther away. And then the first UPS Ground Saver. UPS Ground is $11.63. Ground Saver is $10.41, and FedEx Home Delivery is $18.22.
So that's
this
most
is
expensive.
This is for a 1086 box, or sorry, an 864 box. So, but it's an 864 box, but what we have in the dimensions is 974, because the 864 is the internal dimension. So make sure you're adding the easy way. The quick and easy way is to add 1 to the first 2 numbers. So 864 becomes 974. If you want to be accurate, you can measure the length. Make sure you go up to the next inch, because somebody said they added an extra ½ inch to it. So in one of the comments, so I'm thinking maybe they're doing like 9.5 on the length, but it's so you've got to bump that up to 10. And the other 2 are by girth, from what I understand. So it's these 2 together, not this one. You don't have to round this one up and this one up. Let me get over here, make sure I'm in it. You don't have to round this up and this up. Add this whole thing up, round that up to the next inch, and then split it between these 2 is what we've always done.
I don't know.
That's what I always do. We haven't been yelled at so far about it that we know. So I'm going to bump this up to, we have a 12-12-12 box. We ship that as 13-13-12, so it's going to make it oversized.
Yeah, you cannot use the dimensions on your box. You have to measure them, especially when you're getting into the dimensional stuff.
I'm going to bump this in here as 12-12-12. So bumping this up to 12-12-12 from the 974 took it to 997 for USPS Ground. UPS Ground Saver went to 1041.
That stayed the same.
It stayed the same. And FedEx Home Delivery is still at 1822. So the size of an over 1 pound package really matters for USPS, but doesn't seem to for the other ones until it gets to be oversized.
Right.
So
now
we'll bump this up to
13. Yeah.
I'm just gonna add 1 inch. So making it a 13-12-12 instead of 12-12-12, bumped it up to 12.53, which was like $3, I think, for USPS. And UPS Ground Saver went from 10 to 13.
Yep.
And UPS Ground barely changed. It's almost as cheap as Ground Saver now. And FedEx Home Delivery did not change at all. So let's make this we'll make it like a 24, 18, 12. How's that?
That's a big box.
A big box. All right.
Ooh, Ground Advantage. No longer.
Yeah, Grand Advantage, making it 24, 18, 12 went to $58.
Yep.
UPS Ground went to
22.
22. I don't think Ground Saver is even an option at this point.
No, it's not.
And then FedEx Home Delivery went up to 23. So it's changing. eBay is changing the price based on the dimensions of the box.
Yep, it is. I've never had a problem with UPS Ground. Never.
And FedEx is doing it too. So I don't know if it could be that FedEx has systemic issues. I know they have systemic delivery issues around here because our local town groups probably every day. I don't go in there
Every
very
day,
often,
almost.
but almost every day you can bet that somebody says FedEx, and it's almost always FedEx. Almost always FedEx. Delivered my package to this porch. Do you recognize this porch? They say it's delivered. It's not my house. So, and then somebody will come in and say, yeah, that's my cousin's house or something, and then they'll work out how to get it to them. But I don't know if I've ever seen it be anybody but FedEx. So if this is what their delivery's like, then
Sorry.
we got our printer.
I got a big old splotch in the middle of the barcode.
We'll check the next one. Maybe it was just that label. If not, then we'll check the next one. 2 more Etsy sales while watching us.
Dang, Rhonda.
All right, Rhonda. So we're going to charge a commission on those sales.
All right, are you done packing this?
Let's see.
Was
Got
this
junk
the
in our
White
trunk.
Mountain?
I never use FedEx, and I live near the Memphis hub. Absolutely would never use it.
Nope. For us, we'd have to take it to, we just take ours to the UPS store, which is still a 20-minute drive for us, but I trust UPS so much more on the big stuff.
Yep. And they're good people in that store too. They take care of you. I almost always send my items with batteries and help sell them. We do with the buttons, but not the regular ones.
No, I think it's just added weight. And who knows, how, especially if it's a used battery, the battery that came with the toy, and it lasts 5 minutes, you've got an unhappy customer saying, you know.
If you're sending new batteries, that I can see how that would sell, because the whole your kid getting the toy and then there are no batteries in it it's kind of frustrating at Christmas
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's why I stick right on my picture. Nope. No batteries included. Right here. We print it out. See? Right on my Dymo.
Rhonda, I got your commission and raised you $100. I had that the other day. It was so good.
No.
Let's see.
Nope.
Pig Star Patch. Had a neighbor whose daughter did swallow a button battery. I take the batteries out and leave it that way.
Yeah. You know, it makes you wonder.
Yep.
They're expensive to buy, like at Walmart. They're very expensive for just a few batteries. So I buy them in bulk on Amazon. I buy like 100 at a time. But yeah, you know, I'm not, knock on wood, I've never had an issue. So
I buy cheaper batteries and include them. Yes. What I read, it's been a couple years since I read this, but the best bang for the buck on batteries at that time was the Amazon, not Amazon, whatever they're,
the orange
Amazon
one.
Basics.
Yes.
The Amazon Basics batteries, they don't last the longest, but they're cheaper. So if you consider what you pay and how long they last, it was the best battery bang for the buck. And you can buy them in bulk packs of, like Rebel said, 100 or whatever, and you get them relatively cheap that way. And including new batteries would be the way to do it. That's what she does.
All right. Let me get my Etsy order packed. Wait, this ain't it. Is this it? Oh, yeah, it is. Man, it is harder to pull.
Mm-hmm.
So quiet. All right, let me do Etsy. Sold a puppet and a Christmas tree skirt.
Where's Black Sabbath today? Oklahoma beat. I can't remember who they beat. Was it, I can't remember now. But they won, which means I'll probably get to be in the playoffs. So she's probably dancing around the room.
Now, if you sell on Etsy and you're new, be really careful when you print your labels. For some reason, if it's going to be a larger package, like over a pound, they almost always, on mine, put priority as the first choice, even though the buyer only paid for ground advantage. And you have to change it. Otherwise, you're printing out priority labels and not even realizing it. It's kind of annoying.
They've got me on that time.
Yep. I mean, it's a big difference on, you know, some packages. And they've only paid for the ground advantage.
And they irritate me too with their, hey, the buyer picked ground advantage, and if you ship it ground advantage, it might be late.
It's going to be late.
It's probably going to be late, so you might want to pick a different option. I'm like, they just bought it last night. This is my first opportunity to ship it. You know.
But yeah, be careful.
Maybe Etsy needs to show a better estimate on shipping, especially this time of year.
That's her. Let me go ahead and get it done. Figure out how I'm going to ship this though. It was a $50 sale, so it needs to have attention. We'll put it in a box.
So what are y'all's plans this week? Anything exciting? Still trying to get your last stuff listed for Christmas for the last minute shoppers? You got most everything done that you wanted to get.
Yeah.
You're down to the low end of your stuff.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of interesting stuff to list. So I've not been very motivated. I went actually 2 days this week and listed nothing. I'm looking forward to going sourcing again this month. Well, maybe. Yeah, we think we're going at the end of the month now.
We'll go
between the holidays.
Leave after Christmas, probably the Saturday after Christmas or something, and be there about a week in Missouri. RJ's working at the Food City grocery store now, so him getting off the week of Christmas, I said, was pretty iffy. So now he's got to figure out what days it's going to be, and he's kind of quiet, so he's not big on being bold and asking stuff a lot of times, but he asked, and they said it's pretty iffy that week, so he's going to find out when, so we could make plans, because Janaya wants to go with us, so she needs to ask off for work.
Yeah, Rhonda, I've seen that too, where they changed the dimensions, and sometimes, and I think Beth had this issue too, all of a sudden you've got like a 25, 12, 12 measurement, and you know you didn't do it, and that's why it hadn't sold in forever, because the dimensions in there were wrong.
Oops, wrong tape.
Wrong tape. Noisy. All right, back to these orders. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, she's already got a hotel.
Yes. Will do, Rhonda.
Yep. We haven't got it all ironed out yet, so let's just kind of, yeah.
We actually Googled that, too, this week about making plans to travel, and is it better to make your plans way out? And the AI response was, if you book within 15 days, you can usually get a cheaper rate than you can booking 11 months out.
Yeah. Because I thought, let's start doing that. Booking out like in Nashville so we can go to the Benz. But it doesn't seem to, other than maybe availability, that's your only saving grace. Man, right at 3 pounds. I mean, exactly.
With the label on it.
Even with the label. So I think I'm going to do 3 pounds.
Yeah, that's what I always do. And if it's wrong, they'll bump it up.
Yep. Let's see. 13, 11, 4.
Trying to do a lot of sell similars to sell what's already listed. Yep.
Yep.
So if any of y'all ever messed around with changing prices on your items, I want to do that experiment in the clothing store.
Bumping it up
10
cents or something, or taking it down 5 cents. I don't know.
But
I think it's too much work.
It would have, but you can bulk edit it.
Yes.
Is you can tell it to bump up by one, but you can say bump everything in this list by X number of cents, either up or down. So I was wanting to see if that would have any effect, and would doing it as a bulk edit on a couple hundred items be different than changing the prices individually? Does eBay see that somehow different in the algorithm? I wish they would just give us some information about this. Changing your price like that has no effect at all. That would be nice to know, so we wouldn't waste our time doing it.
I just know me lowering my prices to $9.95 on all of that old stuff. I mean, thousands of items. I don't know if it was just the changing of the price or just the cheaper stuff in fourth quarter, but dang, I have sold so much. Make it gone. And hopefully, this is the dilemma in my brain. Okay, I have all these memories of things that have sold and doing my what sold videos. But you know, if it was something that's been listed for years and I finally made it gone, am I going to remember that I don't want to buy that? Or am I only going to remember,
Hey, that just sold.
hey, that just sold, I should buy that again? No. No, 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 no.
And it's worse for me because I'll see it and be like, oh, that just went out in a sold video.
Yeah.
Not knowing how long it's been there.
Especially the bears. The bears, I know. At least look them up if it's something very unique. Because, I mean, some are still selling quickly and at good money. But for the most part, you can't always buy what you love. And I used to love the teddy bears. And I used to do okay with them, but not so much anymore. Free cancellations to the day before. Oh, okay, good. Yep.
Rebel?
Robert?
You put the wrong thing.
What do you mean?
You put 644s in the 444 spot.
Oh, are we out of 444s too?
Over here, yeah.
I'll get them.
We got to go. We're going to the bins this week. Friday is the plan.
In Asheville.
In Asheville. It's closer, and there's a Granger.
Yep. Get boxes.
We need to order some boxes. We are finding that we have a 12-12. No, yeah, it's a 12-12-10 box. So it goes out as 13-13-10, which keeps it from being oversized. It's right at the limit.
Yeah.
We used to use that a lot. We still do somewhat, but the last time we just realized we had it over there. We instead of a 12-12-10, we have a 12-10-8, which is a good bit smaller.
Love it.
And we're a lot of, because I forgot that we had that over there, and we're starting to use that quite a bit more. I just got to check the difference in price because it might be that the 12-12-12 is significantly cheaper. Just because boxes they sell a lot of are cheaper than boxes they sell fewer of. Y'all, it got chilly here this weekend. And then Dad was talking to Dad the other night, and he said they had 9 inches of snow. They're a little north of St. Louis. I had no idea that they were getting snow at all. But he said it was just coming down there like crazy, and they ended up with 9 inches.
Nope. We got 9, and that's okay.
So do y'all have, go back to sewing machines, do y'all have any great recommendations for a beginner? It doesn't have to be a beginner sewing machine, but something not overly complicated. I Googled it, and it came up with a Singer something or another. It was the one that's like $500, $550 or whatever on Amazon. There were some that were cheaper, but this one was computerized as opposed to mechanical, so you could, do more with it.
I think mechanical for a beginner. Not that I can sew. I just, based on Googling, I think mechanical only would be better for her. We don't know. I know nothing. I know my mom was an amazing seamstress, embroidery, crafts, everything. Did not get the gene. Did not.
Probably because you didn't do the effort.
Nope.
That's what I've learned with a lot of things in life, is that if you put in the effort, you can do it.
Yep.
12 inches of snow just south of Springfield, Illinois.
Oh, no. Oh, you know, I found the black woolly worm, which supposedly means we're going to get a lot of snow here. But so far, we haven't. I've been here a long time, so I can deal with the cold. But I lived in Hawaii for 13 years. I don't like the cold. Don't.
When she says deal with it, she means she'll go out in it if she has to and then whine a lot about it. Significant amounts of whining.
Here, I need a small bag. Not, yeah, probably that one's fine. 1, 8, 9, 7, 8. Just moving right along through this stuff. It's going to be a while.
How many we got left? 41 left.
41 on this store. I've done the eBay, the Etsy in your store.
Yeah, my store had 3 in 2 days. We got a weird Elgato signal thing going on there. It's like it's blanking out on us. So if y'all see a glitch, the older I get, the less I like winter. Yup.
Yep.
I do get cold in the winter these days, that's for sure. I have always been overly warm. Even when I was really young and really skinny, I was always warm. Mom always cooked us in the house.
Yeah, I had a robe on until the show started. Just don't. Yes, I'm a t-shirt and sweatpants, but I'm not going to be in a video with y'all with a robe on. I'm not that bad. Oh, she started on a... Yeah, my mom had a Bernina. We're also seeing where it, what is it, Janome?
Janome, yeah. Janome was a good one for pretty solid built.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of them, but apparently they're very dependable.
Yeah. Pig Star Patch, my mom was a quilter. I mean, she made more of my youngest sister's clothes all through like elementary school. You know, she had the skills. Her last quilt that she was working on, I took the 2 squares that she was working on and I had them framed. Did not realize how expensive that is, but you know, I have the squares that she was working on when she passed away. 17 years. I was just thinking about that this weekend.
I still kind of makes me cringe when I see people out in pajamas. Yes. Put some clothes on, people.
Yeah. Yeah, the people of Walmart. Yeah, you know what? We don't have fabric shops around here. I don't think so.
We had
Joanne. Yeah, we have Hobby Lobby, which we went in there. And we had a Joann's in Johnson City, and of course, they've gone out of business. There's probably something, but I'm not aware of it.
Bernina, that's like a Cadillac.
I think so. Oh yeah, we should. Nona's daughter. We went to McKay's, which is in Johnson City, which is still a part of that whole Mr. Case. They didn't have any toys. I thought for some reason all of them would have toys. That one was basically music, videos, and Funko Pops. That was it. But yeah, We should try that, Robert.
What's that?
The Mr. K's in Asheville when we go. Because I'm loving the one in Knoxville.
Oh yeah.
If we didn't want to go to the bins, I'd be saying let's go to Knoxville to Granger's and then hit those thrift stores. But no.
We've been wanting to go, and we want to give Janiyah the opportunity to go because she's selling pretty well. What little bit she has on Depop, she's doing well with it. So we want to give her a chance to go get some more because she won't drive to Asheville, and I wouldn't want her to drive to Asheville.
No. And then, I mean, she goes to Goodwill, but, you know, she's spending up for that. Oh. Well, darn. Nora's daughter says she doesn't think this one has toys. Well, dang it. The one in Knoxville has, I think, more toys
that's
than...
McKay's.
Yeah, that's No, that's a Mr. K's, isn't it?
That's McKay's.
Oh.
We have Mr. K's in Johnson City.
I don't know. Husqvarna.
Oh, that's a good sewing machine too.
Oh yeah, Viking Husqvarna. Yeah.
Look, if Janiyah wants a Viking or a Husqvarna or Bernina, she should got a boyfriend with richer parents.
Yeah.
Asheville might have a fabric shop.
True. True.
It's a little more artsy than we are around here.
I'm ready for that fresh inventory. I am over the last of this stuff.
I need to oil the gun, the tape gun.
I think this is the one in that 12-10-4 box too. Or 12-10-6 or whatever it is. 8. Here's the missing tool. It's over here behind the box.
A foam and fabric in Fletcher. You might have to run out there, dear.
Fletcher. Oh, Fletcher, yeah. Fletcher.
So, our process for shipping, when we have a bunch of stuff like this, or pretty much any time, is I dig through the bags and get anything that goes in a box.
Yeah.
And Rebel does everything that goes in poly bags. And she does the actual computer operation stuff, so I just leave that for her. I do the things that take longer, require more packing that she doesn't want to pack. So I root around these bags looking for stuff instead of grabbing what's on top. But she gifted me with this mess to pack today.
What is it? Oh.
I hope it's sold for
Yeah.
at least $30. Yeah, exactly.
But I don't think it's bad. But maybe not 30. Because it's one of the things I started marking the prices down. All right, let me get this coat done before I get it mixed up with whatever you just did. All right, 4 and what is it? 13, 11, 8. All right. The
way this one's going to get done, just horrible, awful thing is it gets 2 layers of bubble wrap. It's going to go around this way on this one. And then I'm going to take 1 or 2 pieces of bubble wrap, depending on what it's going to take. And I'm going to fold it in half or in thirds and put along this edge and then tape that. And then do the same thing on this edge to protect that edge.
Let's see. The platter sold for $27.
All right.
So not too bad.
Not too bad. When this kind of stuff sells for like $15,
It's annoying.
It's annoying because there's too much effort and bubble wrap that goes into protecting it.
Good morning, Shani. Chicken corn chowder. That's what she's making today. I want to make potato soup, but I'm like the only one that really likes it. Everybody else will tolerate it because I've got leftover ham that I need to deal with. So, I don't know.
Rebel was surfing the Facebook Reels before Thanksgiving and saw a couple different videos on spatchcocking a turkey, which is you cut the spine out and then put it up like breast side up and then do like you're doing CPR and smash it so it kind of cracks the breast and flattens it out. And we had what, a 14-pound turkey, I think it was. Mm-hmm. And it took about 2 hours to cook it, and didn't put it in a bag, anything like that. Just seasoned it, like separated the skin, put avocado oil and seasoning under the skin, then did it on top of the skin, and it came out nice and brown, and it was very, very good. American Bubble Boy.
Yep.
Link in the description.
They do subscriptions, but we just keep it turned off until we need it.
Because we don't use it as much as we used to. We're using a lot more air pillows now, which is quite a bit cheaper. So we don't use it as much as we used to. So we order 4 rolls every...
We just got some this weekend.
Yeah, we just got some this weekend. We won't order any for a while. But yeah, the American Bubble Boy, it's good quality, cheap, and we get it here in just a couple days when we order it. They have 2 or 3 different distribution centers, at least here on the east side of the country. Yeah, she wanted to take the anger issues out. Ripped its spine out. Sometimes I feel like she's trying to do that to me. Psychologically, anyway.
No.
Good morning, Courtney Peterman. I don't know if you got to watch that last video, Courtney.
I told her about it.
Oh, did you? That she was recording the video and realized one of the items in the brand video was Courtney's.
I was like, oh, that's my friend Courtney, Queen of Plush. Yeah, it was fun. I need to do my next one. I haven't decided. I was gonna do it. I'm trying to things that I have sold high dollar. I'm trying to do videos so I can show that it's findable because that's something that I just recently sold. But I was going to do maybe SOS, Save Our Space, next, but there's not a whole lot. But I'm thinking it's still okay. It'll be a shorter video, but it's, I don't know how many people normally think of that brand as something to pick up. And yet, I think I know it sold something for over $100. So, I think maybe that's going to be my next one.
Y'all getting the behind the scenes here. Since you show up on Monday morning, you get the behind the scenes. Rebel said in that video she was going to start doing one of these brand videos every week. And I'm like, we're not leaving that in there. She's going to tell people this, and either she's not going to get it done, or I'm not going to get it edited, and it'll be a month before we get the next one done.
Nope, I'm going to get the next one worked on this week. Whether he gets it out or not is the issue. Oh, wait, where do I? Oh, now look, right here. Here's the one. Maybe my biggest dollar is the little snoozums. I found this. These were like discarded in a bin in St. Louis because somebody had put them in the shoe bin and just dumped them out of their cart. A pink one and a blue one. And I've sold, now this is the second one. It sold for $160. So they have that little thermal body. Ooh, here, I'm trying to do it to the screen and not the camera. I got that thermal, and there's the pink, blue, white rabbit. There's a whole bunch in this series. But the pink and the blue are the best ones to find.
All right. I got this thing bundled up now. I ended up putting one bubble wrap folded in thirds and taped onto here, and then got these corners taped over it. I kept that padded. Same on this side. Now the problem I'm having is I don't like these ends. There's just not enough padding here. So as much as I dislike doing it, this one probably has enough on this end, but this end got smushed a little tight. So at least on this end, and once I get it done, I'm going to check this other end. I'm going to do the same thing over here. So I'm going to fold the bubble wrap into thirds and tape around that end. I would just use air pillows for it, but I think by the time I find the box for this, the box is probably not going to be much bigger than this thing, and there won't be room for the bubble wrap with the air pillows on the end of it.
Get this listed. Or listed. Get this packed. Oh, you know what else I sold? I sold my Where's Waldo wand that I picked up at the Sasha doll sale. It was in a backpack with some other Where's Waldo stuff. The wand, y'all, definitely keep a look out for it. Sold for $115. So that was nice. So those are my two big sales. But these snoozums are by Happiness Express Club, and they're called Little Snoozums. Anyway, like this sold for $160. I do not pay for the extra insurance. If it was a breakable thing, maybe, but it's a plush in a box. So I'm not going to pay the extra insurance on it because I figure if it got lost, you know, I have maybe $2 in it. If I only get $100 from the post office, I'm okay with that.
I would feel the same way even if it was breakable, because you're only out $60 of what you sold it for.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth the extra money, but you know, everybody's got to do their business the way they do their business.
As Hank Williams Jr. said, mind your own business.
Yeah.
Not exactly that.
That would be a good YouTube channel. I bet you there's one called that, maybe. But that would be a good YouTube reselling channel name. Mind your own business.
Yeah, and we were saying that not in the stay out of our business,
Yeah,
but
no.
everybody has to do what's right for them.
Yes.
Mind your business the way you think it should be run.
But yeah, I don't think it's worth the extra money, personally, for me.
Because we're always willing to listen to what other people are doing, because we have changed the way we do things based on the way other people have started doing things, because it seems better than what we were doing.
Yeah. And I don't think I filed a claim at all this year. I don't think so. I don't think I've had any lost packages this year at all.
Yeah, you did. Because
Which
we
one?
we got like checks from USPS earlier this year.
Oh, maybe.
We
And
got
they
like
were low dollars.
Yeah, there were like 4 of them in like a 3-week period, but that was all I remember this year. They probably went back to not reimbursing.
Yeah. Yeah, let me find that glitter one.
It's up here.
Where? Oh.
Yeah, I did not put. We go around with the IKEA bags pulling stuff, and I did not want this in the bag to get snapped.
Yeah, it's just an acrylic wand. And it's got little glitter. And, you know, the whole concept of Where's Waldo is, you know, you have to find the things that are in there. But look, it isn't that big. $115.
Was it like 14 inches maybe?
I don't know. Nope, 12. So, hopefully they'll be happy with it. But I'm going to find a box. Yes, and yes, it will definitely go in a box. My 13-inch box.
I'd put some small bubble wrap around that and put it in a poly bag.
Look at Rhonda. Cha-chinged again.
There we go. Another commission earned.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope sales continue for a couple more weeks. But we'll see. We will see. Did you say put this in bubble wrap? I was going to do it like this.
No, it's fine like that. I would say I just put it in some small bubble wrap.
You know what? I'm still going to put it in bubble wrap.
And put it in a poly bag.
Yeah, no.
17.
American Bubble Boy wrapped my
18.
tape. So I'm using their bubble wrap to just put a couple inches around the ends because it's 12 inches and my box is 13.
So we don't have this box. It's a 20 by 14. I don't think we have any box like that. So that's going to be the pain with this, is getting a box. And
What about that one?
a lot of times we will use, I don't know if it's going to work for this or not.
I don't like how flimsy that box is though.
It'll be fine. But it's only 13. We save these eBay boxes that we get other boxes in here. This is what the 1266 comes in, and we save these for oddball things like this. But
Yep.
this is not going to fit. But it will.
Yeah. Pig Star Patch said 2 items got lost in January. I don't know why our picture just keeps going in and out. It just did it again.
We must have a bad connection in there somewhere
I don't know.
with the Elgato thing. We'll get it figured out.
Oh, and this was free shipping. Which is okay because look, my shipping's going to be $5.71. So that works fine.
So this is the box I'm going to use, I think. It's going to have,
Lots and lots of padding.
yes, it's going to have padding. It's going to have lots of air pillows around it.
Just say no to platters. That was in a huge, it was like 2 large totes full of this stuff. This particular pink dish lot. And I think I paid like $75 for all of it. And I've sold a ton.
We don't buy much in the way of dishes anymore.
Nope.
I looked at some at an local estate sale we went to that the lady was friends of Becca and her mom's, RJ's mom and grandma. And she had some nice quality, was it ceramic? Like pottery dishes. But they were going to go, like a plate was going to be like $25, but almost all of them had chips and dings and stuff in them that would have made it just not worth selling for that. But I would have bought them to help them out, and because, you know, shipping one or 2 plates together is not that big of a deal, but this big platter is kind of a pain. The plate would go in our 12-12 tin box pretty easily.
Yep. Art.
Cross list everything on Etsy that's not on Etsy.
I'm thinking you're right. I may have to focus. Do you leave yours on renew, or do you do it for 4 months and then reevaluate? Right now I'm doing just 4 months. So I guess that's the question.
And then reevaluate.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of it I did, but a lot of it also was part of my big markdown, and so I didn't renew them on there because, you know, they were going to be $9.95, and make them gone, hopefully on eBay quicker. But maybe I was wrong in that mentality. But a lot of them I would lower the price when I renewed them. Phew, this is slow going this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've done 10 more. We're down to 31 left.
Once we get, it takes a while, but once I get past all of this complicated stuff, then the packing goes really fast because I'm helping with the things that just go into bags, and it happens significantly quicker. Leave mine on renew, never run sales or do extra ads. I do accept offers, but have it set to no higher than offers of 20% less to eliminate low ballers.
Do you run a sale? I have a sale going.
No sales.
No sales. Okay.
Never run sales or do extra ads or anything.
No, I don't do the extra ads.
Because it would be a pay-per-click thing or something that
Yeah, they do that too, and no.
gets expensive quick.
Yep. All right. I might have to reconsider how I do Etsy too. I'm frugal. Frugal.
And she and I have that conversation every now and then that being too frugal can actually cost you money in the long run.
Yes.
Because you, like, what were we talking about recently? Changes shipping in the clothing store.
Yes.
I was contemplated doing somebody left us a nice long comment on our video where we talked about it. I wish I could remember their name. But about how they do regional shipping. You can break
using the table.
Yeah, you go into the shipping policies and eBay splits it out into, I'm just going to call it north, south, east, and west. It ain't quite like that, but
by regions.
By region, like the north region, and I could say what I want to ship to in that region. I pick my close region, and I say that I'm going to charge. The close region is the close region. Anything outside of that, I say the north region I want to charge an extra $1 for. The west region I want to charge an extra $3. And so we go back and forth sometimes about losing money on shipping.
I can't stand that.
But that's her frugality. And if you're afraid to lose money on shipping, my thought is that am I losing a $12 profit sale because I don't want to lose an extra $1.50 in shipping? So it's kind of there are good points to both arguments, and so we have it out every now and then. When I say have it out, we talk about it. There's no arguing. We're not going to argue about something like that. Usually it's just arguing about her not cooking enough or not telling me soon enough what she wants me to cook. Is usually what it is.
Yeah.
What do you want to eat? I don't know, but I'm hungry. Make me something. It's kind of hard to make. I don't know. But what are your all's thoughts? Lose a little shipping on the farther away stuff? Would you all be good with that to get more sales out there?
Yeah, I'm reading comments. I don't know. I think just charge the amount. Just charge what it's going to charge for the clothing. You know, don't say, don't charge a handle and none of that stuff. And then, because a lot of our sales are close to us. And why take a loss on that?
But my thought is, I'm not taking a loss on those. I'll take a little loss on the faraways.
Yeah, but eventually it'll sell anyway.
But we could sell more. See how this goes? It's the same arguments every time, and she continues to insist on being wrong.
JRKR. I price my stuff to know that it's always going to be on a 10% sale on eBay. You know, it's just a given.
Ron got junk in our trunk. I tend to raise the price on many items when I cross list to Etsy also, because she gets more money there. People are paying a higher price on Etsy than they would on eBay.
See, I haven't. I've just been cross-listing straight over at whatever my price is for eBay.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else is on Etsy. I mean, do you price different for each of the platforms? Because I used to for Poshmark, just because they charge 20% fees, but technically so does eBay when you count in handling. I'm not handling, but final value fees, promoted fees. So even there I stopped.
JRKR says, I have a friend who's always complaining about sales. She has 2,000 listed and has a lot of days with no sales on eBay.
Ooh.
She refuses to promote and won't run decent sales like I suggest.
Yeah.
We're going to stop the promoting here in 11 days.
Yep.
And we're going to see, we're expecting to take a hit. We're going to get gut punched by eBay once those promotions stop. And we'll see. Got Junk in Our Trunk said that hers, after a little bit, tell me if I'm wrong, Rhonda, that yours dropped and then they went back to normal after you stopped promoting. So, and she doesn't promote on eBay. That's what we're hoping, is that they'll just go back to normal after a bit. And if they go down a little bit, that's okay too, because we have lower fees because we're not doing the promoted listing fee. So we can have lower sales and the same amount of profit because of the low reduced fees. And we'll actually make a little more money because we're spending less on shipping supplies and time.
Yep, work less, play more. That's my goal for next year. Work less, play more.
You know, JRKR, you're dead on right there. Not saying you absolutely have to promote, but when you are never happy with sales, it seems logical to try it. Absolutely. If your sales aren't what you want, then you need to do something different. Is it the inventory you have? Do you have bad stuff that are not bad stuff, but just stuff that isn't moving quickly for you?
Or overpriced.
Overpriced. Are you charging too much for shipping? Are you not running a sale to get a boost in the algorithm so you're not getting seen as much? Or is your stuff getting seen? You know, what kind of impressions are you getting on your stuff? So you got to change something if you're not if what you're doing ain't working, you got to change something. That's for sure.
And I know there's people who will disagree with this because of what eBay said. I think number one, end and sell similar. Make your item new. Make your item new. Whether you do it every 30 days like I do, 60 days, 90 days. But I think letting your inventory become stagnant is problem number one with eBay. Because they aren't going to show your stuff. If it's going to sit there forever. I mean, I just saw a post this weekend in another Facebook group. And everybody was saying, eBay said, don't do end and sell similar. But I disagree.
It got Junk in Our Trunk says it took a fortnight to revive back to normal once she stopped promoting.
What's a fortnight?
2 weeks.
Oh.
But in that same time, I started focusing more on Etsy, and it took up way over the eBay slack. So when you are sitting still on eBay, flip the script. Absolutely.
Flip the script. Ooh, I like that. Flip the script.
Yep. And then sell similar still helps. I think I go back to, I can't remember who was it, Beth that mentioned it, or that they're saying to stop the end and sell similar. They said because of the AI, you know, something AI, but it kills the connection on the promoted listings.
Yeah.
And it's
that's what they're pushing.
Going to cost eBay money when this change goes into effect in January, and people are doing end and sell similar every month. It's going to break that connection
that
to
30 days.
Yep.
For them to make the extra money on promotions. So, no.
For people that didn't even click the promoted listing. Scam, eBay, scam.
We truly, honestly, because 2 years ago, they were saying, yes, end and sell similar, having refreshed listings helps you. And then now, all of a sudden, with the promotions and the AI stuff, yeah, no. Nobody. Nope.
JRKR, 7,000 items and 12 to 15 items a day.
That's
Excellent.
about, yeah, I'm at a little over 9,000, and that was my normal until fourth quarter, so,
Fourth quarter's been good.
yeah.
And it will hopefully continue to be good until the 12th.
Yep, and then I don't care, because,
No, hopefully it'll be continue to be good after that, but we don't expect that it will be.
nope.
So I got this platter in this box. It was, I leaned it a little bit so that it would not be so close to the edges, the top and bottom here. And I put air pillows under it, and there wasn't enough room for air pillows on top, so I put a doubled over piece of bubble wrap above it. Got junk in our trunk. She's a contrarian with eBay. These days, got junk in our trunk. These days, I tend to do exactly the opposite of what eBay says to do. The high schoolers they have running it don't know what they're doing. That sounds about right.
Yep. I'm looking for a better box.
Don't want to get, yeah. I wonder how that's going to work out with the end and sell similar, where people are reporting to their attorneys general that eBay is charging us for a promoted fee for people that didn't click the promoted fee, and that's pretty much goes against all of the affiliate marketing stuff. You know, when you do affiliate marketing stuff, you only get paid for the ones that click in. You don't get paid for people that don't click. And eBay only gives you, on their affiliate marketing thing of the eBay Partner Network, you only get paid on stuff that was bought if somebody clicked in the last 24 hours, not 30 days like they have been doing for their stuff. Like when you do promoted, they get 30 days worth of clicks on you for something, and now they're going to get 30 days of anybody clicking on it. So it's pretty scammy.
19, 13,
Random Acts of Thrifting is pricing higher on Etsy.
7, 19, 13, 7.
I wonder if you could do that automatically through List Perfectly or something. Tell it to boost the price when cross-listing somewhere.
We missed that. $8.
What do you mean $8? It went up $8?
Yep.
Honestly, I don't care.
That sucks, Bert.
I could make it thinner, but
Yeah, no, that ain't gonna help.
It would.
19, 7, 13. Yep.
here, let me.
I didn't calculate the box correctly. What did I put on here? Because maybe it's I had an 18, 16, 5. So that would be 17, 15, 5. Oh, Random Access. They're pricing higher on Etsy. Yeah, it
Glad you're
seems
caught up.
very obvious why they don't want us to do that. Yeah, I'm just getting caught up with the notes. I don't think I have a 1715 box, so why would I pick that?
Here's our dilemma. This box that I put this in is going to cost an extra $8 to ship it over what the buyer paid. Rebel's looking for a box.
What about this box?
That's pretty much what I have, isn't it? It's a 1266 box.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I could thin this down a little bit.
Can it fit in the 14, 9?
No.
No. See, pre-pack failed me. I didn't pre-pack it. But I think I had a box in mind. Yep.
So we're playing with numbers here. If I can get this down
2 inches. 1 inch. That's it. We gotta take it down 1 inch.
So if I can get this down 1 inch, it will take it down $8 in shipping.
To what they paid. Not that we're trying to save $8. No, we're trying to get it to what they paid.
And save $8. I make all my listings almost perfectly, then cross-list to eBay and other platforms. When it pulls up Etsy, I just change the price manually. Okay, yeah. So there's no automatic add 10% when listing on eBay or anything, or Etsy, which would be nice.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to the, I do it with the clothes, do all the listings on Etsy, on List Perfectly, but I haven't been doing my stuff.
We tried it. It wasn't.
It's not very good with the AI for plush. It really isn't. It's actually really bad. So.
And that's an easy one for you not to do because you know exactly what to put on there.
Exactly. I know my keywords. And the order that I want them. I've noticed when I've been moving stuff from my store to Robert's store, the clothes, I didn't really pay too much attention how the AI was putting the words together. And now I'm knowing, I need to put the size closer to the beginning, and I need to put spaces between certain characters and things I really didn't know at the time. So I talked to my friend Shannon, and she was like, yeah, put a space between the 32 by 32. Put in space. So that's what I've been doing when I move them. Well, are we almost ready, Bert?
Yeah, I'm making a lot of racket over here getting this thing done.
Yeah, and we've still got quite a bit to ship.
If I think the title's not good, I just change it or add, subtract words. Yeah, when I've been doing the AI, I haven't done a ton of it with the List
clothes.
Perfectly AI clothes, but I typically want my stuff to say like Old Navy women's jeans girlfriend, or Old Navy women's jeans. I get the brand women's or men's right there, jeans, and then if I can get another keyword in there, the boyfriend jeans or 569 or whatever is pertinent, the things that people are going to look for. When I go to look for jeans, I'm going to look for pants. I'm going to look for proper summer weight men's pants. That's what I'm typing in to find it if I go to buy the pants I want. I'm not going to type in a bunch of other stuff that to me is unnecessary for finding the things that I want.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that'll be my goal for next year, Rhonda, is to get more in List Perfectly. But then again, if I still do them on eBay, throw them in List Perfectly and then throw them onto the other platforms. It's just technically one extra step. Not really, though. So, who knows? Who knows? Oops.
Bo knows.
Who?
Bo.
Bo knows?
Bo knows. Remember those little commercials?
No. No, I didn't grow up in the States.
You were
No.
you were in the Navy when these come out. This would have been late 80s. You were in the States.
Nope, didn't pay attention. True. See what List Perfectly says and then tweak it. Yeah, I'm going to do more of that. Right now I'm listing Little People. So it's Fisher Price Little People lot of 10. There's not much List Perfectly is going to do with that. It's over. I'm just doing lots of 10, lots of 10, lots of 10. I decided I'm not going back to Whatnot, so I might as well get all of this Little People I've got listed.
We say that, and then we'll be back one of these days.
Yeah, maybe. But
It just wasn't working for the stuff we had,
no.
and the time and effort.
But I know, like, Bob and Amanda got Rocket City Resellers and Fiona Fines. They're killing it on there. I'm not taking the time at all. Wow.
So you gotta say, is this an efficient use of my time?
Yeah, I just
So, but if
I
I
like
spend,
eBay.
if I spend, well, I'm talking on this box. If I cut this, let's say I spend 10 minutes fixing this box and I save $8, that's like making $48 an hour for my time.
yeah. You know what I have found? These Kohl's Cares. If you give a mouse a muffin, dog a donut, pig a pancake, selling them in these lots for $27. I've done it twice now, very, very quickly after I got them listed. So again, I'm loving making the lots. And they'll fit in a big old bag. Easy peasy. Maybe not this bag though. Yeah, they'll fit in this bag.
RJ's hit me last night. What time we going to the gym? At 2 o'clock today? Because he knows we do this live in the mornings. But we're getting our door delivered today for the third time.
For the third time, yes.
And then they're supposed to pick up the old door that they left here. The one that didn't even get installed. We still got the one they installed. And then the one that they delivered that the guy wouldn't even try to install because it was messed. He could tell it was messed up from the get-go. So they're doing that this afternoon, so there might not be a gym trip today, depending on when they get here.
Nope.
And I'm getting to the point that I'm going to be sad about not going to the gym, which is good. Because it's been making me healthier. So what's the secret to getting off of sugar, y'all? That's the one that's killing me.
Yes.
Shane, it's going to, yeah, third time's going to be the charm. Yeah.
We can hope.
How do I get off sugar, y'all? Just say no, like Nancy Reagan said. That stuff kills the sweet tea, chocolate.
Well, for weeks we've been buying pumpkin pies and pumpkin donuts and apple donuts.
Yeah,
that's not healthy.
The apple cider donuts, those are so good.
I mean, 4 weeks. In fact, I have a bunch in the freezer. I did save them.
Wrong tape.
Yes. Annoying tape.
Let me get the real tape back. Stevia. I've tried it, just not a fan of it, and to make a gallon of tea, I think would be prohibitively expensive to do that very often.
Pamela, I put weight. Yes, I put measurements. Are they the perfect size measurements for the things that are under a pound? No, but a lot of my old listings literally have 111, and I don't leave the 111. I'll put something there. But when I list a lot of my small plush, my go-to measurement is 10.86, and then it very seldom isn't that big.
When we go to actually buy the label, I weigh the package, and our label weighs, it will only ever raise it up 0.1.
Yeah.
So if it's exactly comes out like, say, on 8 ounces, I will put the label on there to see if it changes it to 8.1. If it changes it, then I go to 12. If not, I leave it at 8. Because that label is something less than 0.1 ounces. And sometimes it's not enough to round it up to the next 0.1.
Yeah. Usually the label does not affect. But like we just had one that measured exactly 8 ounces. So I laid, we have a unused one just laying here, and I'll lay it on there. If it takes it up, then I'll go ahead and bump the price up. I mean the weight up.
And that's actually going to weigh more than
Because
the
it's
label.
got the...
It's got the backing on it too. So We got a little bit of error margin on there. Courtney said, sugar-free Torani syrup. If it tastes like any of the other sugar-free stuff, it tastes like chemicals to me, and I don't like it.
Torani. Oh, that's over like in the coffees, right?
Yeah, we used to sell that. We used to sell those coffee flavors on Amazon.
But you could try it. Maybe that one's different.
Maybe.
You can try it, but yeah. He uses a lot of sugar in his tea. I use honey in my coffee, and I don't use a whole lot, so.
I don't use a lot. I use the proper amount to make proper tea.
A cup, what, 2 cups or a cup and a half?
Cup and 3/4.
For a gallon, y'all. A gallon. It's too much.
All right, so start here on the 30. You get 13.6. You can take that in, shelf now.
Yay! So 1913.6. Wait, what was the weight? Because I accidentally almost changed this. I think it's going to be 5 pounds. Yes. All right. That was an awful lot of work
Yeah.
for me not pre-packing it.
Yeah, yeah, Shani, that's what it is. New to You Collections, it's the aftertaste that just. Courtney, that's not a lot of sugar. That's the proper amount of sugar for sweet tea.
That's a lot of sugar. Even his own nephew calls it diabetes.
Unsweetened tea, you might as well be drinking hot water. Yup.
All right, this is
Ready or reset. Cut it back little by little so you don't notice the shifting quickly. Just water. I try to, if I can, days I go without tea, I drink kombucha. Walmart sells a Kavita pineapple orange that I really like, and they've only got, the whole bottle, like a 20-ounce bottle, has like 60 calories or something. It's not very much at all, but they're like $3 each, so I can't drink a whole lot of that. I love sweet tea, and I know how much sugar they put in. It's tough to get it up there where you live, Courtney. You got to go to Chick-fil-A pretty much. Unless you got secret places up there I didn't know about. Yeah, in order to get the proper amount of, to get it to taste right, you got to have a lot of sugar. Y'all, it's 10:30. We got to hop off of here and get these things done so that we can get to the gym at some point. Hopefully I can get there this morning. Keep RJ happy. Keep me healthier. Get Rebel to go with us.
I'm going to do the stair machine.
Don't drink it every day, here and there. I had some luck only drinking on Friday, Saturday, Sunday for a while. Maybe I should go back to that. Just Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
How about just Saturday, Sunday? Or Friday, Saturday, and then not Sunday?
How about just not drinking on Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
I don't like tea, so it doesn't bother me.
Water with a splash of ocean spray cranberry grape in it. Huh. I might have to try that. I've tried the flavored waters. They don't work for me. Unless I got sugar. They taste weird without it.
Yeah, I don't drink soda either. I mean, I did for years, but I'm at the point now it's no.
Yeah, soda. Sundrop and Dr. Enough. Love that stuff.
Dr. Enough is my downfall, though. It is a soda.
You all enjoy your week. Hope you're still continuing to have great sales this week. Fourth quarter. We need fourth quarter to last all 4 quarters.
Oh, no. It should have been fourth quarter last month, but it wasn't.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.